This part, I'm sorry, but this next section's a slog. At least in my opinion, it was. I still don't feel like I don't completely understand what's going on. All right. Anyways, I feel dizzy. Obsidian Flame. Where are we, Ilayda? "27, 28, 29, 30. Time is up. I'm coming to get you." A new friend. You want to play with us? You want to play with her? Sure. If you help me find the other two, I'll give you something good. I'll try. Oh, I hit so well. Boo. Ah, you found me. Why are you so stupid? Those with evil powers are not one of us. You're with me, right? What? I want to live! The ifrit are too powerful, we must give in. Forget it, you won't understand. Hey stranger, you want to help? I have some wood to be delivered to the east. Help them deliver wood? Sure. Please, we are building a barrier. We hope it will be some use against the ifrit. You sent wood to Ghazi? You must have run fast. Put it here. Take these tools as a gift. They're no good to me these days. Playing a game. Shh, don't stand there. Thank you, stranger. Now Ali must be the ifrit. An ifrit? What on earth is happening? An ifrit, an inferno, man-eating monster. You should go into the forest late at night. Don't go to the river either, it's dangerous there. I hope our strength is enough to resist the enemy, so that we do not have to sacrifice others. You see a girl in tattered rags hiding behind the riverside shrubbery, giving off a pungent aroma. You are no stranger to this girl. You've seen her many times at the temple. She is the source of everything, the one who first opened the rift, the river goddess. Is this a mirage? Or am I dreaming? Bam! Your face drops. You startle the girl, who shrinks back and plucks some branches to cover her modesty. Don't be afraid, I won't harm you. Trembling, the girl gives no answer. As you slowly approach her, she recedes in terror. Watch out behind you, there's... Ah! Slipping, the girl falls into the river waters. As you stretch out a hand and help, a bolt of inspiration strikes you. No, the river has... She falls into the river and is engulfed by a whirlpool.
Do you want to live? If you want to live, come with me.
Hey, wake up there, hey! Is he dead? That's terrible. The floods were just terrible. That's so weird, this person has always reminded me of someone. Where have we met before? You guys? That's weird, what's going on here? Have I traveled through time? I've gone insane. She's taken on a lot of water. This doesn't look good. Did Ilayda have unintentionally activated temporal powers? No, I have to get to the bottom of this. I heard that the river goddess has gone to negotiate with the ifrit. Hopefully everything goes well. Praise be to the river goddess, otherwise we'd have never survived this flood. The river goddess is a gentle, beautiful being. Please protect her, you gods. The goddess carries the will of heaven in her heart. She's got this. Sometimes I think of Ghazi. He must be happy. He's been waiting some time for this day. A pity. And where have we met before? Oof. Who goes there? Human tongue. I. This is the first time you've ever laid eyes on an ifrit female. She walks slowly towards you, carrying a child. Stop there. What are you doing? Stopping, she points to the child and then points to her own belly. Food. Not. You consider the prospect that since the ifrit feed on humans, particularly those with magical powers, then your magical bloodline must present a delectable feast indeed. Just as you're about to nick a cut in your hand to release some blood, a warm hand places itself on your shoulder, shaking her head. Don't you guys drink human blood? Nod. How can I help you then? She points deep into the forest whence a faint glow emanates. There's food in there. Is that what you mean? Okay, I'll be right back. Why'd you go get it then? You detect the faintest magical energies from here, almost imperceptible. It turns out some ifrit prefer this over the killing and eating of human flesh. the one? Taking fruit. She bites into the fruit and chews some down before regurgitating it into her hand and feeding to her child. The ifrit baby is soft like pumice, and the flames on his body have not completely ignited. Wow, so the ifrit can have babies, and they look like this? Never have guessed. Name. What? She keeps repeating syllables that sound similar to the human word for name as she points at her baby and looks to you. You want me to name your kid? Let me see. You draw closer to the child in her arms, and while there's no way you consider him cute, you can't help but feel sentimental. You think of the ifrit, you know. Aloysius. What about Aloysius? Aloysius? Reading slowly. Aloysius. That's right, Aloysius. Ifrit female strokes the baby's face while chirping his new name to him over and over again. Aloysius. Law. The creatures in this world are beyond redemption. Let's reset everything, River Goddess. Wake up, little Hoaz. Ifrit, give them back to me, give it! Huh? How did I get back here? Am I dreaming? Is this a mirage? Hoo. Little Draw's face is pale. A corpse lies strewn on the ground before her. Iron, stench of blood fills your nostril. What on earth happened here? The ifrit, these peace-seeking ifrit, they tricked us. They beat up the River Goddess and they locked us up here like camels. When they're hungry, they come down and hunt us. Ali has already been eaten, and little Hoaz is lunch too. There, I vow to protect you. You have it in you to protect little Jera. Please, go west to the river at once. I remember now. I definitely recall you from the days of my youth. You haven't even changed a bit. How powerful you must be. Please, I beg of you, if you really are that powerful, please go and protect the River Goddess. Aye. Little Jera tears off a part of her skirt, wafting up the stench of putrid blood. What's left of pure Jera's legs have been mutilated into a mush of fleshy stumps. What? Go, protect her beneficence, the River Goddess. You have to save her. I will. Thank you. Little Jera squeezes out one final fleeting smile before collapsing atop little Hoaz. She won't be waking up again. A huge whirlpool opens up in the river, sucking in dozens of ifrit in the blink of an eye. Things happen so fast you can scarcely believe it. A young woman stands in the eye of the whirlpool atop a cushion of waves, furrowing her brow under two raised arms. This river anomaly must be of her doing. The river waters outside the whirlpool froth and churn like a monstrous sea serpent, and you try to force your way towards her through the billowing waters. River Goddess? She remained motionless, focusing only on her incantation. Just like in the stories of old, the River Goddess seals up the ifrit within another domain. History repeats itself before your very eyes, but what this tells you is that the River Goddess plays a far higher purpose than previously thought. You feel a strange attraction toward the whirlpool, and your mind instantly goes to the most depraved and paranoid of possibilities. Do you want to drive off all the humans too? Ignoring you, she continues her incantation. The whirlpool gradually slows down, and the waters start to calm. Would the costs of river magic be taxing her too severely? It seems not. With another whisper, the whirlpool waters surge once more, frothing up even higher than before. It turns out you're not their savior after all. She remains silent, but nothing could change your mind now. Her wrath was prophesied by Mirage. You grip your weapon tightly and hurl it with all your might at the River Goddess. The surging water cuts against your skin, but cannot prevent you charging forth. I am so lost. I don't need to beat her, I just need to interrupt her casting. She'll stop casting Arcana if I hit her and distract her. I'm stuck. I'm stunned. Let me go. Let me go. I should have learned the healing magic, but I didn't have enough skill points. Alright, let me, we'll swap to this bow. Just so I actually do have a wand, so we'll swap to that for a second. This is not effective at all. Be gone! You break her spell, and the mighty serpent of water suddenly falls down, sending splashes everywhere. "What are you doing?" she finally cries out. Holding one hand on her forehead, the river goddess looked to be in severe pain. "Why? Ifrit, the humans, whatever, they're all just silly little fragile creatures. We all make our own choices, though, in our growth and development. They've always chosen unwisely. There's no way back now, I'm afraid. I am no savior, nor am I even a goddess, and I certainly don't want to destroy everything. I just want to restore the world to its initial purity, to give them a chance to choose all over again." The river goddess staggers in shock, chest heaving and soaked from head to toe. You don't understand where she is coming from, and look on her with sorrow. "I just want to give them another chance." Suddenly she looks up and a huge pair of hands stretches up behind her. "I hope this time they can make the right choice." Crunch. The power of the Obsidian Flame. Yes, the first emissary of Salzaar was none other than the river goddess. Perhaps if I can defeat the Obsidian Flame here, I can make it back. When I bring them comfort, respite, I'm a goddess, but when I have nothing, I just become an object of sacrifice. Be it humans or be it Ifrit, they're all tragic little things destined to destroy each other in battle. And when that day comes, the world itself shall cease to exist. The only life force that can bring light to the future is no human, nor is it Ifrit. They're just barbarous destroyers of things, so send them to the Shattered Realm to slowly wither and die. Ought a god not execute such celestial command? Giant hands behind her slowly move side to side, lumbering like beasts. You gaze the novel scene transfixed. Suddenly, careful! Just as the hands are about to reach through her body, you leap over in a nick of time and slice it clean in half. You would not let this happen one more time. What? The severed hands reattach themselves, then transform into a net to enshroud you. This is all Obsidian Flame regenerating its own power. It was the same last back then. You think of Olim's death. The water molecules inside the net condense, and the river goddess starts crying out in pain. Damn it, it's changed into mist and I can't chop through it. It seems as though Obsidian Flame has greatly slowed its regeneration, perhaps due to the fog. Dewey! Obsidian Flame is the only connection to the emissary. I can't do anything. What should I do? Tell me. Obsidian Flame had the power to spread his followers across the world, but could not do so, because it could not sever connection with its emissaries. An emissary is a sub-branch of its power. The two cannot fully disengage from each other. This means that the emissary as a clone has a chance of engulfing its original self. What can you see? Hey, can you see it? The link between you two. Link. You are connected to each other. It can recycle your power and you can deprive it, just like a tug of war. I can't see anything. Everything's black. I can't see. You grab her hand and haste and close your eyes. Did you see? The blue light over there. Blue light. The blue light! Ah! What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know who's saying this, and there's dialogue that's going on that I can't tell what's going. Why can't I strand you in time? Why not? My power! My power! Why? River Goddess! I don't even know who's talking. I'm assuming that's the Obsidian Flame, but I don't know. What is this place? Could I really be trapped in the time in this past? Excuse me. You're here. River Goddess, are you okay? Turning around, she betrays the warmest of caring smiles, completely at odds with the side scene at the vortex. She is every bit as beautiful as the image of the statue in your memory. Ilayda tried to save you, but is accidentally hit by Obsidian Flame's attack. It controls Ilayda, forcing her to send you back in time. Ilayda, do you know Ilayda? How's she doing these days? She's still alive because of you. She shrugged off Obsidian Flame's control and is waiting for you. Alright then. You said that I came here because of Ilayda, but I thought her time control powers only worked on herself? She can heal others and can cause a wound to revert back to how it was before. She's always been able to do this both to herself and others. But as her powers wane, she's unable to send a whole person, body and soul, back in one piece. You should have been shredded apart by time, but for some reason here you are standing right before me. If this power is continually waning, can you see into the future still now? You wanted to ask something about the future, but can't quite bring yourself to do it. Cannot do it. I will give part of my time powers to another person, the future part. Could that mean? River Goddess gently stroked her belly. You finally realize the slight extension of the goddess's belly. It seems that she is with child. A goddess. I did something selfish. I don't want to break my child's heart, so I chose to be an ordinary person and discard myself to everyday society. I was never cut up to be a deity. 10,000 futures I have seen, yet none of them feature us meeting again after this. What I see here now gives me hope. She walks over to you and squeezes your hand. Close your eyes. You close your eyes as instructed by the goddess. You are another connection to me besides my link with Ilayda and her bloodline. If we work together, we might be able to send you back. Get out of here. Go back. Back to the future! You really are the true god of this world, aren't you? What can you see? 2 lines? Tie them together. Thank you. Eyes open. Eyes widening. Ilayda grips your hand so tightly that you can feel their pulse. Ilayda. She embraces you. Don't speak. You can tell that she's been crying all these years, and you've never seen her cry until today. You lose track of how many days Ilayda has been waiting for you since you left the Ifrit camp. She was willing to wait until the very end, even after Rick herself had given up, because she trusts that you will defeat time. Return to the Ifrit Voidmaster's barracks. You're back, but this time nobody is blocking you.
Humans.
Voidmaster, does our agreement still stand? Ilayda stretches out her right hand. A light blue flame flickers on her palm. Perhaps the price we paid was high enough. The Ifrit Voidmaster reaches out and clasps onto the blue flame in Ilayda's palm. The blue flame flies into the air, turning into a hovering firefly. It flies around in loop-de-loops, mimicking the signatures on the bottom of a contract. Before we do anything else, I have to go and deal with that guy.
I'll go with you.
Obsidian Flame has not let up on sending monsters out here. They're getting stronger and stronger. We need you back here. Mantis, I'm the only emissary left. While you were comatose, I learned how to open up the rift between the two worlds. When everything is good and ready, we can set off. Are you ready?
Nope.
Alright, I guess so. Sure. Ilayda begins an incantation and a familiar blue halo re-emerges, but the spectrum of light coming from the halo seems somehow different this time around. What's this? It's created a tunnel.
A tunnel?
This is just space. The real rift should be on the other side of the space. If we were to walk straight through it, I could keep my power up for the same time, but inside are nothing but the most powerful of monsters. Perhaps we could find some powerful Spiritmancers to help out. There's no time. Ilayda, looking as though she's had a eureka moment, suddenly draws her scimitar. She smiles. Now she can help us. Ilayda chants an incantation. Her scimitar glows dimly as it floats in the air. Suddenly the light around the scimitar spreads out radically like the roots of a tree, bending toward the swirling blue vortex. The moment the scimitar light touched the tunnel, its radius grows larger and the tunnel itself gives off a flash. I'm not entirely sure what's behind the rift, and I don't want anyone else to risk it. I understand. Then let's go. You and your comrades can handle the monsters on the road, but only you and Ilayda may pass through the rift. The actual rift to the other universe is right there at the end.
I'm already taking losses. Look at this.
I should be strong enough to get through, but it's not going to be a clean victory. Because I didn't want to take 2 game years to do this. If I'm not doing anything, just rest assured that I'm probably stunned. So in this one battle, I've already lost 1/3 of my troops. Oh yeah, I can equip this. Where's that other sword? The Lone Wolf's Whisper. Okay, he didn't finish dying, but it's probably a summon. Ah, potions. I need these potions, but my inventory is full. Let me use them. It won't let me do anything. It won't even let me open my inventory if I hit B. So yeah, I gotta discard these items, which is stupid. I've never seen creatures like this before. Is this where the monsters of the Black Sun came from? Looks like it to me, from out of the rift and into our world. Or do I have... Wow! They got torched! Take care of yourself, Mantis. I can't promote them. If I want to restore them, I think I gotta pay for that. Wow. I gotta pay Jade too? Come on, game. How many losses did it take? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 total squad deaths here. Let's try loading and let me see if I can either sneak around or just promote enough guys that I can deal with this fight. And use those potions. So I guess we can use some of these things here. was saving them for when I get more heroes or more soldiers, and I'm almost to that point. But let's see here, we can probably get rid of this. These. This is fairly useless. This will let me pick up some of the white rose potions I find off the floor. I feel like you are probably my best warrior. I was hoping to find, like, I was maybe waiting to put this on the Ifrit commander or something, though. We'll hold off and see if I can actually get there. Nope, did not juke past him. This is a much smaller group, though. It's only 36 this time. Yeah, I don't know how many berserkers that Demon Lord killed, but it probably killed off an entire platoon. I've never seen creatures like this before. Okay, nobody got totally wiped out, that's good. Big guy. Alright, oh, and here's one as well. There's a light one on that one. Okay, let's keep going. Make another save. Keep trying to push forward without getting too many catastrophic losses. He is fast! Oh, I made it! As you walk through the rift, you feel an unprecedented amount of pressure. This suffocating feeling throws up memories of your fight with Alum, but is obviously far more potent now. Ilayda's hand gingerly strokes your back in. With a chill radiating out from the center of your back, all discomfort disappears. Thank you. That's much better. Rather surprisingly, there's nothing here. What is it going to do? A creature born of hatred with the power to destroy entire universes. It, however, relies on creatures weaker than it to stoke up conflict. Now I understand what it is. Just a lump of rotting flesh, crucified to the sins of this broken world. It constantly sucks up nutrients to grow extra limbs, pull out those nails, and leave this abysmal grave. How pathetic. Despite having the power of the world at your fingertips, you're unable to act. This shattered universe has become a tumor on its body, inescapable, incurable, intractable. Now trying to use war and hate to destroy the other universe, and from it gain new strength. But even if you could do it, could you guarantee freedom as promised? All around you, you hear the sound of sharp objects clinking and rubbing together. Obsidian Flame is about a manifestation of energy, however, and can never shirk the fact that it's not a real, living, conscious being. Even if you could hold the whole world in the palm of your hand, so what? Obsidian Flame has no hands to hold the world, no hands to wipe away your tears. That ifrit head looks like an emissary. Waiting for dialogue. Something seemed different from before, though. This is a product we've rushed out that Obsidian Flame would love to get its hands on. These changes were unavoidable. Wonder if I can get this stuff here without making game time pass. It's been injected with powerful force. Not everyone will be able to take it. Sorry, looks like we're late. I still am completely lost. That thing? It's Obsidian Flame. I've seen it before in a Mirage. Thank you for giving the power of time to my ancestors, for letting me try to go back and see you time and time again. Now that I've finally seen you, I just feel sorry for you. Because the only way you can ever leave here is in a coffin. A pair of dark hands dart towards Ilayda like bolts from a quiver. Ilayda! The long, thin fingers of the dark hand penetrate through Ilayda's upper left chest cavity.
Turn back time and give me another chance. Thanks for coming.
Obsidian Flame sounds like a mix between the voices of humans and various beasts, birds, and insects. Do not forget. Despite the audible sound of blood dripping onto the ground, Ilayda looked exactly the same. Her eyes focus onto Obsidian Flame with both her hands slowly moving toward the impaling hand.
What are you trying to do? No, take it back.
Your hand only works on emissaries, right?
You
only have connections to emissaries, right? And you carefully hoard your power from sharing to too many people. You're afraid of your powers being robbed from you. You're afraid of being abandoned, discarded, betrayed, and forgotten. Because apart from this one strength, you are nothing. The black hands appear to be acting like blood vessels, pumping some kind of something into Ilayda. Without thinking, you grab the black vein.
Idiots, fools! What did you see?
Ilayda, grab that rope. Rope? Okay, got it. Sure. Pull back, just like a tug of war. The vein tube splits open, shattering into powder. We can't hurt him now, Mantis. Wait for him to make a mistake. He's weak now!
Interesting. Envoy, come!
He's awake! Run away! Well, I can't. I'm stunned. Master, give me strength! Oh, jeez. I was just stun locked right there. Alright, let's try that again. I guess it respawned at my rally point, but no, we're just gonna load. It's a little ridiculous that everything up until now is pretty much a cakewalk, and then this is where I run into the where I start running into. I did not mean to roll back and through that. But yeah, this is where I start running into problems. I knew that it was going to be this tough though, because again, I'd fought this before. If I ever look like I'm not getting away from something, it's because I'm stunned. Okay, I guess I did no damage this time either. Okay, yeah, no, that torched him. Don't tell me those are demon lords. Those things like I said, those things two-shot me. Come on, become vulnerable. Stunned, but thankfully he died before I did. I was trying to get away, but I kept getting stunned.
Unbelievable! Unforgivable! It seems like life doesn't change no matter which universe you're living in. Such resentment, such hatred and betrayal, such mutual destruction.
The ground shakes abruptly, and dark purple halos start to open up around the place. Hey, why does it feel like I'm losing energy?
Disappear with me!
Obsidian Flame's body begins to disintegrate, and along with its form, crumbles the rest of this universe. Like a baby clutching for its mother, it reached out its arm to the formless, splintered sky. Suddenly the palm of the hand turns to face you, the dark purple flame gradually dims, eventually extinguishing.
I never expected to feel so useless after losing my royal blood. I'm sorry, I just can't.
Don't blame yourself. Like I said, this was my choice. Fortunately, we can finally experience time together.
Time. With you. Forever depended on my royal blood. In fact, as I watched time repeat itself, I began to forget that I too am but a mere mortal. The power that belonged to the Obsidian Flame has left me. But I still have my own power. The power of humanity.
I did it. The game is made by Han-Squirrel Studio. The following list is in no particular order. Again, so the game is fun, but that last bit is just one. It feels like one huge slog. I of course I have to complete it for the playthrough, for the walkthrough. I don't want to leave it unfinished. So yeah, so it looks like the winning move that I had to do is just eternally dodge everything. Don't even worry about hitting the fallen lords or any of that. Just wail on the thing whenever you get the chance. You don't have to fight the ifrit. You can if you want to, and I will in order to complete my legacy points. You can get legacy points by conquering all the main cities and the dungeons as well. You gained 163 class points. You begin with 163 class points available. You may end the game at any time and start a new game with all class points refunded. If you still harbor regrets, you can keep exploring the game. Class points will continue to be updated daily based on your performance. Continue the game. Selectable game difficulty level increased by 1. Achievement luck, the end is just the beginning. Thank you very much for watching Tran Wins Sands of Salzaar, and I'll see you in the next series. Bye!